It's your daily dose of Donna on Friday, June 9th. I am here joined by my husband, Lance.
Hello.
He has a radio voice. He never talks this way. What is this voice you use?
This is my podcast voice. Hello.
Hello,
dosers.
We've got to just make it natural.
I do eventually become natural.
So
I think it's like when I'm just doing my intro is like a little
Hello.
Yeah.
So let's try it again.
Newscastery.
Should we do a take
Sure.
two? Okay. It's your daily dose of Donna, and today is June 9th, and I have my husband, Lance, here.
Hello, dosers.
Oh, Jesus. Couldn't we have just made it normal for once?
Hello, dosers. How we doing?
Now you went so deep.
Hello.
Why are you doing a porn
Hello,
star voice?
dosers.
No, how about this? Like, say hello the way that you say hello when I call you. Like, hello?
Hi. What do you need, Donna?
I'm going to let you go.
I'm gonna let you go.
I'm going to let you go. Lance does this thing that when we're on a phone call and then he has to go, something happens, he says, I'm going to let you go. I'm like, don't let me go. Just go. I don't like this like power trip around it. Welcome to the show. It is Friday. Number one, we made it to Friday. And number two, it is the last show for the month of, until the end of June. It's the last like official daily dose of Donna. It's also the last show that I'm going to do at the age of 40. How old am I? 41. I'm turning 42 on Sunday. So I hope you enjoyed this fresh young face. I'm going to come back an old rickety 42-year-old. So what am I going to do here? I'm just going to, this is the before photo. So thank you so much. Thank you for everyone here on YouTube. Got so many new subscribers yesterday because of the show. And I was hoping so badly to hit 5,000 before we went out of town, which let's see where we are now. If you guys want to know I know you guys like the neck and neck. We are at 4,847 subscribers.
away.
153 subscribers more.
If you're watching now and you haven't subscribed,
why?
please,
Yeah, why not?
What are you waiting on? Let's go. Let's get it to 5,000.
Let's get it to 5,000. Normally, it's just me. But today, you're going to see Lance. So if you're worried, like, oh, I don't know if I'm really liking this guy that thinks he's in Hawaii and the guy that, Lance works at Tommy Bahama, apparently. What is this shirt?
I think they're sunflowers. Yeah, the little sunflowers.
Where did you get this shirt?
My favorite place in the world, Target.
When did you buy this shirt?
Monday.
You're going shopping without me?
Yeah, I always go shopping without you.
What else are you buying and then hiding the bags? Like, when did you bring that in? He's like a woman, right? Like, women usually do this. He hides his shopping from me.
No, just knew we were going on vacation. I needed some new clothes. Lance should be able to secure those last 153 subs. I'm going to share it out. I'm gonna push this out. Let's see. I'm gonna call all my friends.
So your big subscribers.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris says at least this means it won't be going on your trip.
Oh no, I'm gonna wash this. Then this is definitely going in the bag tomorrow. Oh yeah.
But what is it? Like, because it's 60 degrees and gloomy outside. As you can see, we are not in matching gear. It's cold.
I just wanted a little pop of color for the dosers for the podcast. Wanted to look fresh.
So I'm going to be honest with you guys. This morning, he had to run to his office for a second, and I was like, "Whoa, why are you dressed that way? It's freezing cold. Like, what do you dress?" He's like, "For the podcast."
Yeah, thanks, Darlene. Darlene said hot. I like it.
Darlene, where do you live? Lance is going to divert his Israel vacation with us and just head on over to your house. We were talking about this yesterday. We were talking about people that have these open marriages because of all the Vanderpump stuff. And like, people that we know in real life, we've heard stories about things like this. And yeah, Lance takes his appearance very, very, see, this is the comments. These are the comments. Sorry, I have to interrupt. I'll get back to open marriages. YouTube, you have to understand what we deal with here on TikTok, okay? So we're doing a podcast. My prime audience is on audio, Spotify, and podcast. My numbers are through the roof. And my YouTube show, for example, yesterday's show is over 5,000 views. That's my prime audience. I do this as an aside. My TikTok live is just to have some interactions. And we get a comment that says, "Make eye contact with the camera, bro. I'm almost done."
Uh-huh.
You can't win in this world. You can't win.
Hilarious.
Oh, Darlene's going to join us for a throuple is what they're saying. We're going to talk about the throuple and Raquel's comment around having a throuple. We have so much to talk about today. Okay, so we will get into that in just a moment, but we were talking about open marriages and we were saying that well, I was talking to Darlene and about that. Well, now I can't remember.
We had a big open marriage conversation yesterday. Not us, but a couple friends of ours, a couple people that we know going through some things. So, yeah.
Lance, can you do me a favor? Click on, I'm going to call you out, Double C's TikTok comment. And then go to the top right. No, top right. It's a man. Disgusting. Block. Thank you. Disgusting. I think he has a crush on Lance is what's happening. It's the shirt, Lance. You're giving them the wrong idea. It's the rainbow and the shirt, and it's Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
And we support Pride. I was talking about this today in my F45 class because tomorrow they're having a Pride Day. And we were saying, like, as a company, you have to say that you support Pride. If you don't say that you support Pride, then it's like you're a horrible person.
Yeah.
This is the way the world works. Okay. So we're not going to continue and talk about that anymore. But we'll talk about open marriages and how open marriages are like the kiss of death in most cases. Lance said, if you start playing around with an open marriage, it's the first step in a long line that leads to divorce.
Yeah.
So you didn't watch this on Vanderpump Rules. You didn't watch the finale.
No.
You didn't watch the last reunion.
No, I watched the finale. I didn't watch the reunion.
You didn't watch the reunion. Yeah, you didn't see the final reunion episode. So at the last 5 minutes, this big reveal was that Rachel basically was having this conversation with the producers 6 days after the reunion had filmed and came out saying, I've been lying about certain timeline details. I just want to come clean. She starts crying. She starts saying that, she's really scared that Tom is going to kill her because she's opening up and this and this and that. And like kind of throwing him under the bus because he had been like holding on to this lie about the timeline of their affair. And now she was going to open up and say, the truth about what happened, which she really didn't. She still held so much back. But what she did say was that at one point she went to Tom and actually said, maybe we can have a throuple. Like, she didn't say the word throuple. She said, I was thinking maybe like, if we're scared to tell her, maybe I can just be an addition with you guys.
She tried to insert herself into their relationship.
Yeah, and he said no. Because he was in love with her. He didn't want to share her with Ariana. Don't you think? I think secretly Tom was scared Ariana was going to steal her away from him.
I think that he was probably like, I don't want to get busted. And I feel like if I try to introduce this thing, I'm going to get busted. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to start with a couple things that I want to talk to you about. A TikTok that we talked about Duracell and shooting in Ariana's house. That was very, controversial. And then confirmation about it from a podcast that I heard today, Sheena Shea's podcast, where we get some more information. So, okay. Number one, I want to say I told Lance this morning, yesterday's episode, I talked very strongly about how while I think Rachel was in the wrong, did a horrible thing, was a disgusting human being, horrible friend, obviously screwed up. I still struggled with watching this, like, what I considered, I'm not going to use the word bullying. I'm going to say like a gang up, like a berating. And it was online. I mean, I'm sorry, it was on international TV in a room with so many people. That is humiliating to the core. And, we have to remember, you guys, she didn't kill someone, right? She did a horrible, horrible thing. I'm not lessening that. But
she's a homewrecker.
She's a homewrecker and also a friend, whatever you can say, like a betraying friend. Now there's so much controversy around that because now people are saying, like, I'm getting killed in some of my comments saying, like, you're disgusting that you think that this is now you're standing up for Raquel. You're disgusting. And then I saw a tweet something about like the women that are standing up for Raquel right now because they're pulling the bully card are the worst of the worst. They should be next to be canceled. Like, okay.
I think you're just an empathetic person.
I think that is exactly it.
And you feel bad for her that she's going through this. but you're not condoning it.
Yeah, no, it's not at all. In fact, if someone in my real life had been through this, like I would despise them and hate them. I just I don't know. I just struggle with it. I always think about like, I got bullied when I was in high school. Like, and I think if you are someone that has ever been bullied in any capacity, I think that is going to be the difference. I think if you've never been bullied or never been like yelled at by a bunch of people at the same time and like kind of publicly taken down or whatever, then I think that it's going to be, a harder thing to empathize with. But I got bullied in 9th grade. I'll never forget it. On the front yard of Beverly Hills High School, I got like berated by these 3 girls in my grade. Shout out Mia. And don't even get me started. But that's what I'm saying. I was in 9th grade and this moment lives rent free in my head for the rest of my life. The feeling, the experience, the takedown, the morning after, the going to my mom and saying like, I can't go back to school. And this was not even close. There was like a group of 20 people around, and you know, high school people talk. There was no social media. There was no video incident. There was no national TV. Like that, this is not something anyone can just like take and be okay with next year. You know what I mean?
I was horribly bullied as a kid, shoved into lockers, beat up, just, you know, things you never forget. And I'm so thankful that I don't know if like the world has moved on a little bit and kids have become more mature, or if it's just the school that they're in, that our kids don't deal with this bullying.
Yeah.
It really feels like that is not a thing in their
Well, it also depends.
lives.
No, it depends where you go to school. It depends on like the kind of school. But anyway, the point is that someone just said a comment here that Ariana was angry and she had every right to be. And I say this honestly, I wish it was just Ariana. Ariana could have said anything times 100 and it would have been okay. I didn't like the whole side of the room other than Katie going. That has never happened. That was the craziest thing. Oh my God, my whole screen went dark. I was like, are we not recording? That made me panic. I think that was the struggle here. It was the idea that it was multiple people that didn't really have anything to do with the situation. Like they had their own issue with her, but I wished it was just the one-on-one, you know? I think it would have meant more that way. And, you know, listen, whatever. What can you do? It's all good. Everything's fine. Like, we can't change the past, but I just think it's an interesting thing. And you can't win. By the way, if you ever have a podcast or a show or talk about your feelings about any of these things, I mentioned about Summer House, I mentioned about this, I'll talk about like Melissa or Teresa, whatever. People are going to disagree with you and you're going to get comments saying like, I can't watch this show because you don't agree with every single thing I say. Well, I'm here to say, I love the fact that we can have different opinions. If every single person was exactly in the same opinion, we wouldn't have an interesting show. I think it's good that we can all kind of change it up, right? I'm missing so many comments because they're coming so fast. I see one saying Lala and James wanted airtime. I can't stand that they were bullying her so badly. Like I said, that was a comment. I didn't say that. I agree. Lala and James could have probably kept it quiet. Now, Lala was on Watch What Happens Live, and she was filmed at LAX last night, coming back home. And TMZ asked her, so like, how do you feel about it? And she said, listen, I had all kinds of feelings watching it back last night, watching the last 6 minutes, seeing her cry. Yeah, I mean, there is a comeback for her. She can come back. And they even asked, would you ever film with Rachel again or Raquel again? And she actually said, if it made sense. Ariana was also filmed at LAX yesterday, and a TMZ guy said, Ariana, do you feel at all bad for Raquel? And she said, what did she say? She goes, yeah, sure. I don't know if it was sarcastic, but it did feel like a change of tune other than no, stupid bee or whatever. I think months out now.
Time heals all wounds, as they say.
Yeah. And Raquel has been in, you know, her mental health facility allegedly for now 67 days. She's been totally off the map, which, by the way, smartest thing she's ever done is shut the F up. Unlike Sandoval, right? Going on Howie Mandel. I think Rachel has done the smartest thing that she could possibly do, which is just be quiet and just kind of let things die down. And we'll see how things go. Okay, the average. Oh, Molly Dare is here. I didn't see Molly Dare. The average program is 90 days. But what kind of program is it? Okay, so I'd be shocked if she left before 90 days. A couple of other comments yesterday were like, what do you mean Raquel's parents wouldn't let her do the show? She's 28. She's not 8. I think that what we don't understand is, yes, technically they don't have like a legal, it's not a conservatorship or whatever. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they could do something like that. I don't think so. But a lot of people live their life trying to please their parents until the moment they die. And so if she is, someone that I feel like maybe wants her parents to like support her and wants that support from her family, she will listen to them. So I don't think it's like actually like not letting her, like physically holding her back. Okay. So here's another comment. If you don't want to get yelled at or attacked, don't do things to betray so many people at once. Fair.
People are wanting to know, do you think she's pregnant?
She's not pregnant. It's not even a thought. She's definitely not pregnant.
Why are you so sure?
The executive producer said she's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. She's not sitting there bearing a baby right now or whatever, creating a baby. Okay, so 2 days ago, this Duracell ad comes out. Genius ad. Talked about it on TikTok a little bit, where she was the big story on Vanderpump was the batteries and the toilet paper, right? Tom was like, I'm the one that stocks the batteries and the toilet paper, and she doesn't do anything. And so in this commercial for Duracell, she basically talks about how she likes long-lasting batteries. She says they last 12 years, unlike 10 years, which was her relationship with Tom. She took a thing of white nail polish and she threw it like boring. And then she went into her pantry and it was stock full with toilet paper. It was a great little like dig. That being said, I had this moment when I'm watching this commercial, which was shot at her house, in addition to all these other that she's done for Bic, for some sort of a drink. I'm trying to remember which other one she did. I can't remember which other one she did off the top of my head, but she's done a few now. Oh, SoFi, personal loans. Remember like where it looked like she was moving out?
Yeah.
So I said to TikTok, I was like, I find this kind of interesting. Why is she doing these commercials in her house? Because if you're doing it in your own home, then whoever owns the house gets this location fee because it's an ad. And yes, the Bic razors. And TikTok was like so many people were like, I don't understand. She just doesn't pay Tom. You just don't give it to Tom. Or how do you know she's getting paid? She's probably not getting paid. Or a lot of people thought, no, this is just like personal content. Like
she's in the ad, then they're not paying her location fee for the house.
So I was frustrated with this because I was getting like told that someone said like, this is the worst, most pointless video. Sometimes I get a little sensitive and I wanted to, explain. So we live in Los Angeles and we have a house that we rent out in like the Toluca Lake, North Hollywood area, which it's actually very close to Raquel's apartment. And that house, the street is adorable. And so the Goldbergs back in 2000, I want to say it's like 2017, 18. I can't even remember, came to us and said, we want to film on your street, a Halloween episode where they were going to completely dress it down and like put lights and fog machines just on our front yard. They weren't filming in our house. And we got paid, I think, $1,000 just for them to like film on our street. Then in this house, we're on some sort of location listing. We get a lot of people coming into our house because our house has a very like from the outside, it looks very sweet and like, I don't know, it looks like very like suburbia, like a very cute, red door type house. And
they shot a movie here.
Oh, they shot the Lindsay Lohan movie in our backyard. Yeah. So we'll get like the location scouts coming here and we'll find out kind of how much they pay. This is part of the deal. Now, a lot of people are saying, but Duracell, oh yeah, the potato chip ad, Lay's. Okay. So a lot of people were saying, no, it's just her and it's just a phone or whatever. We know for sure now, I know for sure that this was shot and directed by Nima. Now, this is going to be a throwback. Nima Vand, who is now currently a guest on Sheena Shea's podcast today on Shenanigans. Nima, you may recognize his name because he was on the Shaws of Sunset, which was a Bravo show.
And he directed the Duracell commercial?
So since he finished his Bravo run on that show, he always was like a filmmaker or like in the industry. That was his job. And then he moved to New York and Real Housewives of OC paid us $2,500 each time they filmed. What did they pay you for? Where were you, MLF?
If it's a restaurant or some sort of like a commercial location, then that is usually paid. If they are shooting at a cast member's house, that's typically not paid. Doctor's office, yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's also in their contract.
Yeah,
for a reality show.
Yeah, what you do is you get a location release, which basically says that I'm releasing the location, and there's no cost
But
involved.
maybe they give you like a location stipend also in your contract if you're a reality star and you know that they're going to be coming to your house a lot to shoot scenes. Who knows? Oh my God, Dr. Moon. Oh, that's so amazing. One of my TikTok dosers worked at Dr. Moon. That's Shannon Dr. Moon, right? Shannon Bedore used to go to Dr. Moon, this old, she probably still does, an old Asian, like Chinese medicine doctor to do acupuncture, if you guys remember. So one of my dosers managed that office. That's so funny. That's amazing that he made so much money. Okay, so anyway, Nima was on Sheena's podcast. Nima, since Shaws of Sunset has wrapped, he moved to New York. Now, funny enough, and I don't know if he introduced his sister to Gary Vee because he works for VaynerMedia. He works for VaynerMedia. VaynerMedia is a production company owned by Gary Vee, the very, very successful Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur times a billion, right? His girlfriend is Mona Vand, Nima's sister, who was also briefly on Bravo. So this is a little bit of like a weird, aside. Nima and Sheena, this guy Nima and Sheena have been friends for years. Nima dated Raquel.
Wow.
Briefly last year between James and like the filming of this. Nima also happened to be in the hot tub hearing the rumor from Raquel or hearing the hot tub rumor from Raquel that said Tom said he's in an open relationship with Ariana. Sheena had mentioned this in the finale episode to Ariana that I have a friend who Raquel told you and Tom were in an open marriage, whatever. That's Nima. And Sheena didn't want to call him out on the show, but today on the episode, he was like, who cares? Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to protect anyone or anything. He seems awesome, but he works for VaynerMedia and one of their clients was Duracell batteries. And sure enough, this was a perfect connection to connect the Bravo, he called it the Vanderverse with Duracell, meaning, yes, they had a crew. Yes, they brought in the director with the crew. He said it was an intimate crew. It's not going to be some massive production for a few hours shoot because they didn't really have to dress up the house. It was their house. It wasn't a set. They had to add a couple things to it. But yes, it was not UGC content. This was a real deal. VaynerMedia, agents involved, the whole shebang. Okay? We're good now? That being said, location fee. You will get a location fee if you do a commercial. And I was talking to Lance about this. The check gets paid out to the homeowners, meaning whoever pays the mortgage. That's who it gets paid out to. And I had a comment on my TikTok from someone saying, we own rental houses. And even though we don't live there, we get paid when they're being shot.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense? Yes, Celeb Fail. Oh, what up, Celeb Fail? Says you can just tell just watching that it's not UGC. No, it's a beautiful shot. It's beautifully shot. Like it's not your portrait mode on your iPhone. You can tell. Like Lance is a camera guy. So when you watch those things, and it has to
It
be
was
good enough to
very-
air on a Bravo
Very
network.
obvious. Yeah. Very obvious that it was shot by somebody that knew what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. So we got paid for Dexter filming on 2nd Street in Belmont Shores. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So oh my gosh, this is such a left turn, but I just got a text message from my little sister who just got married this last Sunday, and she's in Mexico. And she said, Bachelor in Paradise is filming. I heard this week in Mexico. Is Lance here?
So I got offered to shoot Bachelor in Paradise. However, since we are flying to Israel tomorrow and the show started filming, I can't exactly say.
But this month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously she knows about it and she's down there.
Yep, it's filming. I had to pass on the show. So for the first time in, I think, 5 years, I won't be doing Bachelor in Paradise this year, which is a bummer.
You're sure you could be I'm Bachelor in Paradise right now.
Lance
could be one of the Bachelors in Paradise.
Yeah, forget Wells. I'll be the new. I'll make up some Lanceritas.
Lance makes a bomb margarita. It's called Lancerita.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to know the recipe? This is your summer drink. It will make you so drunk that you may hook up with Tom Sandoval.
2 shots of tequila, 2 shots of triple sec, 1 lime squeezed, shaken, poured into a cup. Simple.
I prefer mine with tahini and salt on the rim over ice, of course.
There you go. Lancerita.
Yeah. So, and I really wish, I would totally drink a Lancerita tonight, but it's cold. You wouldn't know, but it's cold and gloomy here in LA.
Yeah.
I say we go out to dinner for my birthday tonight as a family because we're not going to celebrate my birthday. You guys, I lose my birthday completely. We leave June 10th at midnight and we get to Israel June 11th at midnight. And so my birthday is on a plane.
And she already knows. I don't know if have you told your dosers what I got you for your birthday?
I don't think so.
Okay. For Donna's birthday, and she already knows this is coming. She has
an open marriage, and we are bringing another man into the house.
Man, what?
Yes, and his name is Mance, and it's so weird when I say hey, he calls me, and I say hello, and he goes hello.
Oh, okay. 2
Doesn't
tickets.
everyone want a throuple for their 42nd?
No. 2 tickets, floor seats, Taylor Swift, SoFi Stadium, Saturday night, August 5th.
Yep.
Let's go.
For
her and a friend. Any friend that she wants to
And
take
we're
with her.
getting a hotel room that night, she and I. It's not any friend. I'm going with Jamie.
Okay.
And we're going to have so much fun. So okay. What was I going to say really fast? We were talking about Vanderpump. We were talking about I'm trying to think if there was something else I wanted to talk about really fast. I don't know. We could just hang. No, just kidding. Wait. You start.
I have
Go.
something. I don't know. Maybe did you talk about this yesterday or not?
Maybe.
I saw it was coming out. Did you guys see Ariana in the new Lifetime movie where she looked like she's
Her name is Ariana. Are you Tom Schwartz?
Did you guys see this?
What happened?
She looks like she's like a correctional officer.
Oh, for the
on like
Lifetime
a new
movie?
Lifetime movie.
Well, we know that she got the movie a long time ago.
Yeah.
And
are we excited about this?
No.
Yeah, she looks like she's in a jail or something.
Oh, you saw a preview?
I saw I just saw a picture. Oh, she's a cop. She looked like a correctional officer in a bad 80s movie.
Let's see a picture.
There it is. There. Doesn't she look like a correctional officer?
You know what this is? You guys? This is what Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You know what this is? This is desperation from Lifetime jumping in. But you know what? They're smart because she got so busy. They were the first person to offer kind of anything to her. She got a vibrator ad and then this. That was it. What bad casting?
Buying Back My Daughter. It sounds like a 70s porn.
Buying Back My Daughter.
Yeah.
What a strange choice. You guys, if you look at the picture, it's crazy. That is the last person you would. They literally, Lifetime was like, Is there anything filming this week? Do we have any role? I mean, what a strange. And like, honestly, I used to be a casting director. You guys remember this. So I used to have to do this all the time and like just put people in or whatever. But like, they couldn't have found just like a friend of or a coffee shop person.
Like,
She's
to
an
me,
officer.
it is so not believable.
No.
The casting is so not believable.
No, it's horrible. Horrible. Oh, you
Like,
guys.
we think she's going to handle herself in a traffic stop. She weighs like,
can you imagine like
85
Ariana's
pounds.
Ariana's being like, you are arrested.
Get on the ground.
Although I will say, if you watch, is this the movie with Tammy from MTV's Real World? No, it's with Megan Good. I don't know about Tammy from MTV's Real World. Yeah, Megan Good, who I used to represent when I used to be an agent, you guys, which is kind of crazy. But so when you think about like, you know, casting or whatever, I feel like I understand, you know, look, she probably you guys have to remember this. Ariana wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Do you guys remember this? Ariana wanted to be a stand-up comedian and she was like, I am hilarious. This would make sense. I don't see her as a stand-up comedian.
Is kind of hilarious.
And maybe she was like trying to be funny as a police officer.
Yeah.
What about this? Amy Schumer slams celebs lying about Ozempic use. Shut the F up. You guys, I used to really
that was
like
your take.
I know. Amy Schumer is me. I used to really like Amy Schumer. And I just don't so much anymore. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Oh my God, it's so funny. Yeah, I'm not really, I guess she was on Watch What Happens Live last night and she said she called out stars who claim to have lost weight simply by eating smaller portions. Yeah, we all know that that's not true. Everyone thinks now Sheena is on Ozempic. Sheena's like the size of my pinky. I don't believe that that's the case. Oh, another thing that Nima said on Sheena's podcast was that Raquel originally wanted to hook up with Ariana and not Tom Sandoval. And I have told you TikTokers something, and I'll just say it really fast. No, I don't want to say it on the podcast. Allegedly, there have been women that she's had affairs with.
All right, what's wrong with that?
Because it's a personal story that I've heard. It's me.
Oh, hi.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I've had an affair with Rachel, allegedly.
It's kind of hot.
It was after 3 Lanceritas.
Even hotter.
And I was wearing your shirt.
Super hot.
Oh my gosh. You guys, please don't miss us that much, but miss us so much while we're gone.
153 subscribers away.
153. Maybe I got some during this.
It's not that hard.
Maybe some TikTokers went over to YouTube really fast.
Come on, guys. There's 90 of you in there right now.
Okay, now I need 148 subscribers.
Bounce over.
A lot of the people on my TikTok are already YouTube subscribers. So we follow along if you guys haven't already on Instagram. That is where I for sure will be posting daily stories. Make sure to jump into the Facebook group, Daily Dose of Donna. I will try to be posting on TikTok when I can. Thank you, Pug and a Rug, for subscribing. And, you know, I guess that's it. And I guess I think this is the time to sing a song. That's on you, right?
No.
Is there any, do you want to tell us a dad joke or anything to?
Are you going to put me on the spot for the dad joke? I told one to open up the podcast. That was a pretty good dad joke.
But you weren't even on the podcast. So, well, if you guys want to follow any of Lance's really bad dad jokes in his Tommy Bahama outfits, make sure to do that. Thank you so much for all your love for Daily Dose of Donna. It has been the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. And I say this honestly with work. It has been so fun, so rewarding, and it's growing every day.
I tell her almost on a daily basis that it is her finest work yet, and she just needs to keep at it. She's killing it. She's doing a great job.
That would be a nice birthday gift just to say that, like publicly. That's very nice that you said that.
Happy birthday, babe. I love you.
That's it? You're not going to give me anything else?
So much. I love you so much. It's been an amazing 15 years together, and I hope we have
Babies?
50 more.
Do you want babies? You want more babies?
No more babies.
You want a throuple?
No thruples.
Do you want white nails?
No.
Do you want to paint your nails white?
No.
All right. Well,
Definitely not.
guys, we love you. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Be back end of June and follow along on Instagram at This Is Donna Bowling.
Bye, dosers.
Bye, dosers.